Hi everyone, this is Vishal from Team CLATPREP and I have Rohinish with me who secured an All India rank of 228 in CLAT 2026 exam. So, Rohinish, how are you feeling?
It feels surreal and honestly thrilling to have secured such a rank. I wouldn't have believed it if someone told me that I would have done this. But it also feels worth the effort, the effort you've put in for 2 years, and then you get the rank, then you feel, yeah, I've done something, I've achieved something. So, yeah, it feels good.
Chalo, great. So, when you started your journey with CLATPREP 2 years back, so every student, they have some kind of section which they are afraid of, weak section, strong section. So what was your weakest section?
My GK was abysmal when I joined CLATPREP. It was just absolutely, I could barely cross 14 in my mocks, and then like 3 months were left, and in September I thought that I have to cover up my GK. So I just sat down with all the GK mantras, all the handouts, and I just started doing all of them. And then my mock scores started to improve. And obviously the mocks also are a very good source of GK. You get to know which topics you have to actually study or have to actually focus on in GK. So that has helped. And in the paper, I only missed one out of the 28 questions. So that was really nice. I wouldn't have expected such a good score in GK.
That's great. Only one question out of 28 went wrong. You missed out. That is something great. Good. So you covered up all the sources, right? If we talk about the class handouts, the class notes, GK mantras and the questions which appeared in the mock, how relevant did you find it to the actual CLAT exam?
GK mantras were honestly the most relevant thing, the most nearest thing we had to the CLAT exam. Like, I wouldn't say there's a single question in that exam that wasn't somewhere in the GK mantras. I did them twice or thrice. Every month I have done twice or thrice, and I underlined everything. So I had a basic idea of almost all topics, and then of course in the last days we also had a list of all the topics. So by the last days I had covered almost every topic, and I was confident in GK actually the most at the end.
So when you were actually, giving the CLAT paper, the very first time when you saw the paper pattern, and you completely saw CR missing, and then AR came into the role, analytical reasoning, and then what was your reaction looking at that paper?
Actually, the first section I do in any mock or any paper, I start with logical reasoning. So when I opened it, I saw that big electrocardiograph in front of me, and I thought, yeah, they've changed the pattern again. They're doing something different. So I just thought, we can't change it now. So let's just start doing it. And honestly, it was an easy paper. It was easy. The logical reasoning was easy. It was a shock, but if you actually put your mind to it, it was relatively easy.
So does the classes which were conducted here, in terms of AR also, because you have been prepared for AILET and CLAT as well, and obviously we know that in CLAT at least one set of AR was expected because of the last year. So the classes which we covered here for AR, those kind of sets were covered in the class?
Yeah, in our classes we had covered almost all types of AR because we knew that one set of AR is coming, so we had done all the sets of AR. So the only thing that changed is almost all the topics of AR were covered in the paper, and there was no CR. So it was a shock, but it was doable, it was easy.
Sure, great. What was your strongest section when you started?
I'd say I was reasonably comfortable with maths and English. Maths is also my subject in school, so I never faced any sort of problem in maths. And English, obviously, I'd say a lot of people might say that English is their favorite section because you just have to comprehend what's written there and just tick the options. So, yeah.
So although we always used to say that in CLAT is a reading oriented exam, but for this year we might not continue with the same because you might expect some AR questions as well. But if you talk about the English and CR as a section, because you prepared for it, so what was the thing you always take into consideration? You going through newspaper, any novels, something which you used to go through? What role did newspaper play actually?
Newspaper increased my reading speed. Touchwood, I had a decently good reading speed even before I joined CLATPREP. used to regularly read novels and all. So it wasn't a relatively new thing for me. So speed in CR or English was never a problem. But the only thing is you have to read it quickly and then comprehend it quickly also. Earlier, like last year, what I used to do, I used to go through it twice and then I'm doing the paper and then I look at it again. So you have to really reduce the times you look at it again. So that's what's gonna play the differentiator.
Okay. So, what role did the mocks of the CLATPREP played in your journey?
The mocks were excellent. The mocks were exactly how the paper was, and there were also some shock mocks. So obviously they weren't all the same, and that's what helped us in the paper. If they were all the same, then in the paper we would have just given up. But the shock factor in some of the mocks also played a good role. Legal reasoning in those mocks was really good. I really enjoyed doing legal reasoning. It made me feel like a judge or something. But and the GK in the mocks was really good. It really helped me identify which topics I am lacking in and which topics I am done with. So.
How would you describe your overall journey of 2 years with CLATPREP?
Overall journey, it's been amazing. The atmosphere, I would really like to stress this. The atmosphere is really like homely. So you know every teacher personally knows you, and it's not like it's not a factory-like environment. It feels like you have come to a school and people know you, and the friends have been amazing, batchmates have been, faculty is amazing. You can approach them anytime. Especially when I was doing bad in GK, I used to go to our GK faculty almost every 2 days and ask them what's this, what's that. But it's really, the atmosphere is really nice, and I think that played a really good role in it.
What message would you like to give to the CLAT aspirants of next year?
You really should believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself that you can do it, that's the only thing that's going to get you through CLAT. Don't doubt yourself. Don't listen to people who are doubting you that you can't do this or you can't. You have to believe in yourself, and if you know that I want to pursue law, then you should. You shouldn't listen to others. Just believe in yourself and just go for it.
Thank you so much, Rohinish, for being with us on board. I wish you all the very best and wish you come out of flying colors in all your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.